Welcome to the Resilient Reiner, the premier podcast focused on mental performance for equestrians and improved horse show performance. Whether you're a rookie reiner or a seasoned competitor, this show is for riders who want to take their skills to the next level and achieve their full potential in the show ring. I'm Nicole Burnett, and I'm a master mindset coach who's obsessed with helping you achieve all those horse dreams you always thought were impossible. Join me each week to develop a show-ready mindset and gain the competitive edge you need to compete with confidence. Welcome back to the Resilient Reiner podcast. Today, I want to introduce to you the 4 different levels or categories that your confidence story as a rider will fit in. So listen along and pay attention today because you will fit into one of these categories. This is your confidence index, if you will. It'll help you identify exactly where your story about confidence fits because I'm going to share these 4 categories. You can write them down and then you'll figure out which one your confidence story fits into. And before I get into that, why should riders care about what stage they're in and how confident or not confident they're feeling? And the reason is that it's so vital for anybody looking to better their performance and relationship with their horse. Knowing your stage of confidence is not just some intellectual exercise. This is about having a tangible framework for your development, about having a roadmap of how can you continue to improve. First off, let's talk blind spots. You can't fix what you don't know is broken, or in this case, what's holding you back. Identifying your stage can highlight areas you might not even realize are stalling your progress. If you've ever tried solving a problem without knowing what the problem actually is, doesn't go well. Second, let's discuss motivation. Understanding where you stand can either be a wake-up call or a pat on the back, pushing you to up your game. You'll get a sense of urgency to move to the next level or validation that your hard work is paying off. Either way is fuel for your fire. Third, pinpointing your stage creates a roadmap for growth. Each stage comes with its own set of challenges and opportunities. Knowing your stage can help you focus your energy and resources on what really matters for you at this point in your riding journey. No more shooting in the dark or practicing skills you've already mastered when you should be pushing your boundaries. Lastly, it's about mental fortitude. Knowing your stage can help you develop the mental resilience and strategies to cope with setbacks or push through barriers. You're not just working on your physical skills as a rider, you're building a mindset that makes you not only a better rider, but a more confident person in general. Knowledge is power. And this power of knowing where you're at helps give you power to focus on what matters, the power to grow, power to triumph, both in the saddle and in your own headspace. Now, I do also want to differentiate between your stage of growth as a rider and your stage of growth in confidence as a rider, because while there is some relationship between them, they are not the same. You can be a highly skilled rider who is not confident and does not compete well, and you can be a beginner rider who is confident. And why do we care about being a confident rider? Confidence is like a secret sauce that can make an ordinary dish extraordinary. A confident rider is better at making split-second choices in the saddle. Sometimes you need to be decisive and make a decision, knowing when to ask for a specific movement or assessing a situation that may be risky. Uncertainty can slow you down, but confidence gives you the clarity to make sound decisions. A lack of confidence usually brings along its friend, distraction. A confident rider can focus better because they're not constantly second guessing every move. They're not wasting mental energy worrying about what ifs, but are completely tuned in to the horse and the task at hand. Confidence creates a positive feedback loop with success. When you're confident, you're more likely to attempt challenging moves, push yourself to improve, or enter that show. Each success, no matter how small, boosts your confidence further. It's a virtuous cycle. It also helps you have a better connection with your horse. Horses are highly perceptive animals. They pick up on your emotional state and often mirror it. So, a confident rider is more likely to have a horse that's focused, calm, and willing to work. Your confidence reassures your horse. Being more confident can also translate into improved training outcomes. When you're confident in your riding abilities, you can push your boundaries and get out of your comfort zone. This is crucial for progressive training. You're also more likely to be consistent in your training methods because you're confident in them, which any horse will appreciate. And let's not forget bouncing back. A confident rider tends to recover more quickly from setbacks because they have the self belief to learn from experience rather than seeing it as failure. That resilience is a huge asset, especially in competitive settings. So, yeah, confidence in the saddle isn't just a feel good factor, it's operational necessity. All right, good? Ready? Let's saddle up. Okay, stage one, the anxious amateur. Stage one of being a confident rider, I call the anxious amateur. In this stage, confidence is not very stable. Imagine a house of cards in a gusty barn here, all right? Technically, it might be there, but it's very easily shattered. And again, stage one doesn't correlate with your skill as a rider. You might be able to pull off a flawless lead change when nobody's watching, or box a cow without breaking a sweat at home. But inside, you're a bundle of nerves. It's like having a top of the line saddle, but not knowing if you're worthy of sitting in it. Stage two in your confidence journey as a rider is the hesitant hopeful. In this stage, you can think of your confidence like a yo yo. You could think of it like a seesaw back on the playground, sometimes up, sometimes down. You can imagine it as a young sapling. You're not just a seed anymore, but you are far from a sturdy oak tree. You've tasted some success, but the fear of failure still haunts you. In this stage, you're a mix of optimism and caution. You're clinging to your comfort zone, but you're starting to be interested in more. Risk taking is like, I like to think of it where in this stage, it's like a book that you have the book. Maybe you have even opened the book, but you haven't quite mustered up the courage to read beyond the first chapter. In the third stage of your confidence journey as a writer, I call this the comfortable execution zone. As the name implies, you've got more tricks up your sleeve here. All right. And just think of these as leveling up in a video game. Here, the spotlight isn't necessarily on your confidence anymore because confidence has just become another tool that you utilize, making your time with your horse more enjoyable and more fun. Confidence stops being the star of the show and it starts being your reliable sidekick. This stage is about effective problem solving and handling stress. And you're starting to develop enough confidence that tackling challenges with your horse isn't just doable, but something that you might look forward to. It's actually fun. You're really enjoying the training process and tackling new challenges for you and your horse. In the fourth stage, meet the confident cowgirl or the confident cowboy. Here, you're just as unflappable as they come. You stay cool regardless of whatever's there. If you've got some high energy crowd, if you've got rain, hail, heat, challenges, bring them on. Success in this stage is your norm. But when you stumble, you just automatically see opportunities for growth, for learning. You don't see failure. You might love the adrenaline of big stops, fast runs, rank cows. Maybe your success is a rewarding partnership with your horse where you both look forward to working together each day and progressing in your training together. An important distinction at this stage is that failures are nothing but plot twists making you stronger. Stress, psh, pshaw. Stress is a secret power up. You've mastered how to channel all of your inner nerves into a laser focus. So those hurdles aren't hurdles, they're stepping stones to more success. Now you've got it. Those are the 4 levels of confidence as a writer. And this is great because understanding the framework of what are these 4 levels of confidence as a writer? Where do you fit into it? That gives you a framework. It gives you a roadmap of where are you at? How can you make yourself a plan to level up to the next level? And if I was going to give you homework for today, today's homework is to simply identify at what level does your confidence as a writer fit into? And if you feel like it's more than one, I'm totally going to force you to choose one because it's just one. Okay, then. And of course, the goal is we want to level you up. So just look at just going to the next step. Okay. So if you're in level one, if you're in survival, the goal, the destination is to get to the next level. And of course, you can get to level 4. That's the idea. But just do this one at a time. All right. So if you're at level 2, goal is to go to level 3. If you're at level 3, goal is to get you to level 4. Right. So identify what level you're at. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then identify what the next level is that you want to get to. Of course, assuming you'd like to get there. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. And I am going to give you a little nugget of thought to think about. And that is, what do you need to let go of in order to be at that new level? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to do differently in order to be at this next level? Take your time. Think about it. You can journal it out. This is very simple, but very powerful. What do you need to do differently? Okay. Think about, do you need to have different thoughts? Do you need to take different actions? But this is a really powerful question if you actually take the time and do it. So I hope that you do this. I hope that you let me know how it goes. Send me a message. I love hearing from you guys, and I love all the messages I get sharing about things that you guys are working on. So send me a message. Let me know how it's going. If this is interesting to you and you're wanting to dive in more, head over to NicoleBurnettCoaching.com. You can get on the wait list for the next round of the Mental Gym for Equestrians, where we just dive in head first into the deep end of getting your mind right so that you are not held back by your mindset and limiting beliefs anymore. So you can ride like you've always wanted to and have fun doing it. So if you're ready to level up your mind, to level up your riding and supercharge your effectiveness in the saddle and more fun, then sign up for the wait list. I cannot wait. I'm having the best time right now in the mental gym. I am just all day, every day working with these folks, and it is amazing. I love it. I love seeing all the transformations, and I hope to have you join us. All right. Take care. Talk next week.